Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Channing Church. We are a welcoming community open to people who come to us from many backgrounds and faith traditions. We are not bound to any statement of belief, nor are our members required to subscribe to a set creed. We celebrate diversity, acceptance, development, and spiritual growth of all ages. Our faith, Unitarian Universalism, involves the intentional creation of community and connections that support a free search for truth for everyone. Do we have any announcements this morning?
Just a couple. So this week marks several holiday celebrations that are occurring in cultures around the world. Diwali started yesterday. That'll be, and the height of that will be, I think, Monday. So that'll be in the middle, the biggest day of Diwali is coming up. That's the Hindu celebration of light as the days get shorter. And then on Wednesday is Intersex Awareness Day. And so this is an awareness day for making sure that we are aware and of people who are born perhaps with chromosomally or physically with traits of both genders and somewhere in between. So days of note. Thank you.
The Day of the Dead service next Sunday, 30th. Going to be a big deal. I hope everybody comes. Get your costumes. I am hosting an extended coffee cluster lunch. I invited all 7 Unitarian Universal churches, and if they like, did not have an RSVP, so I don't know if 5 people show up or 50. But I plan for so we'll see. It's just to stop in, meet and greet. That's the way I build it. We shall provide to you. This is something I want. I need. But after meeting you guys, I want to meet more. So I want to meet more you guys. You're welcome to stay. Most out with me, that we use it to decorate. Crafts. I've been planning it for a while, so this is very good. So that's it. Please come. Bring something to play.
Any other announcements? Donna?
Oh, assignments.
Assignments. This is for the food basket. I have slips with what to bring, and we're also looking for scratch tickets. I've asked everybody to get scratch tickets. Don't everybody all get dollar ones? $2 ones. Whatever you can afford, we will accept. No, less than $1. Thank you. And the fair is on the 19th. So November.
So this morning is the service, is an all ages service. We have people of all ages attending, which is wonderful. So we have, we're doing things a little differently. Unitarian Universalism is a liberal religion characterized by a free and responsible search for truth and meaning. And now Denise Wall Marlin will lead Josie Whitehouse and Brendan Marlin as they read the children's version of our Unitarian Universalist principles.
Oh, it's recording? Perfect. Okay. Thank you. Okay. To read? Oh, no, stand up. All right, 1, 2.
Every person is important. Be kind in all you do. We're free to learn together. We can search for what is true. All people need a voice. Build a fair and peaceful world. We care for the earth.
Good job, guys.
I'm just noticing I don't have anything to light the chalice. I'm sorry. And I apologize for the late start this morning, but we'll catch up here. Okay, I just wanted. It's time. I chose a prayer for this morning taken from the Unity Church, which is a religion based on holistic Christian concepts. O thou kind Lord, unite all. Let the religions agree and make the nations one, so that they may see each other as one family and the whole earth as one home. May they all live together in perfect harmony, O God. And now, if you can stand as you are willing and able, and we will light the chalice. The chalice lighting this morning is from a Jewish Passover. So you need the words in your order of service. May the light we now kindle inspire us to use our powers to heal and not to harm, to help and not to hinder, to bless and not to curse, to serve you, Spirit of freedom. And now our affirmation. Love is the doctrine of this church. Its quest for truth, its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve humanity in fellowship, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the divine. Thus do we covenant with each other and with God. You may be seated. Oh, I'm sorry, unless you want to stand while we sing This Little Light of Mine. Hymn number 118. We have books. We know this song, right? Okay. Maddie has some fun music for us this morning. Now is the time to share our joys and concerns. I invite everyone to share a joy or concern by coming up and dropping a stone in the water. Some of this water is from the water we collect at water communion, where all the members of the church bring water from places they've been over the summer, and we mix it all together, and we use the water for our child dedications. But we have some of that water in this here. So if you'd like to come up and drop a stone in the water, and if you just want to drop a stone and keep your thoughts to yourself, that's okay too. So anyone that would like to come up? Come on, Brendan. Well, I'll drop one in here, a joy for the time I spent yesterday at Normandy Farms Campground with the arenas yesterday. Thank you.
A stone for my father, who is traveling to Florida to attend his godmother's funeral and his cousin's funeral.
This is the joy of being a UU, as you all let me do what I want.
This is for my aunt and uncle who are married. My uncle had a stroke. He's home. He's doing okay. But then my aunt had a spot in her lung, which was lung cancer. They just had it removed. So hopefully we will run it.
I'll put one more in here for all those joys or concerns that go unspoken. We'll now have a moment of silence. Thank you. That was Maddie on the accordion. Now is the time we give and receive our morning offering. Of truth, of life, I will now invite Caroline Nee to come up and read a poem. Caroline, I have a copy up here. Yeah.
So this reading is Come Little Leaves by George Cooper. Come little leaves, said the wind one day, come o'er the mountains with me and play. Put on your dresses of red and gold, for summer is gone and the days grow cold. Soon as the leaves heard the winter's loud call, down they came fluttering one and all. Over the brown fields they danced and flew, singing the glad little songs they knew. Cricket, goodbye, we've been friends for so long. Little brook, sing us your farewell song. Say you are sorry to see us go. Oh, you will miss us, right we will know. Dear little lambs in your fleecy fold, mother will keep you from harm and cold. Fondly we watched you in vale and glade. Say you will dream of our loving shade. Dancing and whirling the little leaves went. Winter had called them and they were content. Soon fast asleep in their earthly beds, the snow laid a coverlid over their heads.
Thank you, Caroline. So now I'd like to ask Dot and Josie, if you could hand out paper and pens to everyone. All right, one of you hand everyone a piece of paper. You can give everyone a pen. We might need more pens. I'm not sure I have enough pens to go around, so if you have one. So this morning, we're going to, this activity is about why are you a you? I would like everyone to take a few minutes to write down why you are a you or what you like about Channing Church. When everyone is done, we'll share our thoughts. So we have a few minutes. You can just write there, or if you want to sit in the fireplace room and have a quiet moment to write down your thoughts. And then I'll call everyone back into the circle in a few minutes. Oh, also, I'm going to hand out the 6 sources, and I'll just read these through quickly. The 6 sources describe how UUs draw inspiration for our spiritual and religious practices. The first is direct experience of that transcending mystery and wonder affirmed in all cultures, which moves us to a renewal of the spirit and openness of the forces which create and uphold life. Words and deeds, number 2, words and deeds of prophetic people which challenge us to confront powers and structures of evil with justice, compassion, and the transforming power of love. Number 3, wisdom from the world's religions, which inspires us in our ethical and spiritual life. Number 4, Jewish and Christian teachings, which call us to respond to God's love by loving our neighbors as ourselves. Number 5, humanist teachings, which counsel us to heed the guidance of reason and the results of science, and warn us against idolatries of the mind and spirit. And number 6, spiritual teachings of earth-centered traditions which celebrate the sacred circle of life and instruct us to live in harmony with the rhythms of nature. Guys, what do you like? I'll give everyone another minute or so. Oh, okay, hold it. And then, oh, okay. Now hold that. Hey, tell everybody. Okay, oh my God. Okay, maybe we can start now. Who would like to share what they wrote down? The coffee hour, yay. Thank you, Brendan. Anyone else want to share? Okay.
I'm proud of having my son as being raised. After leading you means spirituality, social, community, service of family, environment, and celebration of purpose.
I'll share mine real quick, I think. I am a UU because I like the freedom to explore many religions. I can choose what is a good fit for me, which might be a little Buddhism, Native American, Jewish, and a little Christianity. I love Channing Church because of the people here. It is a comforting feeling when I walk in the door. Also, this church has a rich history, and we could do a whole service on that some Sunday. Danny, you want to share? No.
Before we experienced the universal spread. Live in a house with the universal center. A house across the street from me is where the Andersons live, who were ministers of the university. And brought in new furniture. Outside the store, previous to the university also of the University of Avenue. Close to 1960, at that time when the Unitarians and Universalists were together. Also, a few minutes of atheist, non-Christian, or Trinitarian that could never understand, no matter how they explain it, in the Christian tradition. It doesn't make sense. It still doesn't. And Jesus was a human being just like all the other great people, but not just a Lord like that one Holy Family sign. And so, yeah.
Pretty much a founder.
Is there anything you want to share?
Pretty much a founder.
No,
Do you?
Yeah.
Will you?
no, wait a second.
No.
And my family was always open to other ideas. My father went to church with any of his friends who weren't afraid to Jewish tradition, Catholic tradition.
Okay.
I was raised Catholic. With all of the Catholic things. Almost all of them. I've had every Catholic sacrament except for last rites, and I'm not a nun, so this was the only one. But the longer I stayed with it, the more I realized that my beliefs and values did not line up with what they preached. Why would I continue to show up and contribute and give my money to something that just isn't me?
Oh, I guess it's my turn. I'm a UU, mostly because what I said before when I dropped the rock. Y'all let me be who I am. I think that's best thing about you. Myself, I am maybe the first person. Because I think if you honor that, you know, honor the worth and dignity of everybody else, you cover the other six. Because you can't not, you have to respect them as a person above and beyond all. I too was raised Catholic. When I was 11, they thought I would be a priest. Thought of entering a monastery. Lately, even more, the way the world is, just disappear. That would be nice. Nice peace and quiet somewhere on a mountain. But I don't have a problem with Catholicism. It's just that it's not for me. I know a lot of great Catholics, a lot of good people in that organization. And a few bad apples don't spoil the whole bunch of things. But I really, to get back to the principle, I really do believe we, UUs and others, even outside the UU, learn to honor that first principle more to be a much better world. I think the world needs UU. All these friends.
Who else wants to share? Phil?
Well, it is either divine providence or dumb luck. I came in here to do an estimate on professional cleaning. I saw that symbol and I asked the minister at that time, I said, isn't that a contradiction? Star of David and the cross together? And he goes, he said, you know what? You forgot the most important, the circle. He said, you take all the religions of the world, and they have more in common than differences, but what do they dwell on? The differences. And I go, oh. I said, what do you believe? He said, more importantly, what do you believe? I go, I'm Catholic. And looking into this, we were looking, because our daughter was very young at the time and we wanted to quote something. Not realizing that coming here to do an estimate on cleaning carpeting. And I first described it that it was the vision, walking into the kitchen and finding shag carpeting in the kitchen. And I said, you can't do this. This is against the law, the germ. And so the minister said, well, gee, talking, and I, okay, went home, spoke to her, and she goes, ooh, that sounds like a cult. Let's go see. That actually changed our life, because from there, we sold our professional cleaning company. We became directors of Cedarville, which no way could have compensated for bringing up Alana. She met presidents of universities down to street people, and they were all treated the same. And I'm a firm believer that the best things we give here is the benefit of you use them to our children. Because the gratitude and the feeling that you get from this, because it is family. And we are grateful for our dumb luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Phil. That story never gets old and brings me to tears. Are we all set? Anyone else wanna? Oh, Rick?
I didn't get a chance to write mine, I was chasing Maggie around, but what I like best about the Unitarian Universalist Church is the emphasis on being part of the interconnected web and the free and responsible search meaning that is from, what I believe varies on a daily basis depending on what I see here, but the way I figure is that at he's either no gods are real or they are. So I like being able to come to a place where I can explore that. And figure out how I feel on a weekly basis.
Oh, good.
I'm a universalist because this church posted an ad for a musician at one point. I grew up in Buffalo, but I was in South Carolina for like 8 years, University of South Carolina. And I was getting my music degree, and I had found a church, a Methodist church, that was very similar to the one I grew up in. And I kind of rose through the ranks, and I did a couple of internships, wondering whether I would be a music minister and stuff. And then, you know, at that point, I think while I was in college in South Carolina, gay marriage was legalized, and so it was very much in the public consciousness and stuff. And watching my church react to that, and most of all, their avoidance to confront the uncomfortable. I don't know, it's like they were more than happy to welcome me as a musician. But the moment, you know, I had a partner show up and things were very awkward. And, you know, it's like they can have their signs say, you know, open doors are welcome, but really, you know, they're just words, and, you know, your actions show a lot more. So I'm kind of like looking at this, remembering the creed that we would say at the beginning of each service. And, you know, one, wondering whether we actually, you know, enacted it, and then two, feeling uncomfortable with parts. When I came here and, you know, I was able to play a variety of music from a variety of religions, and then I, you know, read through the affirmation and the lighting of the chalice, and I believe every word. And it never occurred to me that you could read that and be like, oh yeah, like, yes, like, let's be good people, and the truth, it's sacrament and stuff like that. So anyway, so it's meant a lot to be able to yeah, for letting me feel it.
Thank you for being here.
Very glad to.
Well, thank you everyone for sharing. We will now have our closing hymn, and we can remain seated. Thank you, Maddie. It was beautiful. Now, if you will stand as you are able, as we extinguish the chalice. The words are found in your order of service, if you'd like to read along. The words are a little different than what we normally read for our extinguishing. We extinguish the chalice here that it might glow gently in our hearts. Your path as you leave this place. May it guide your way until we are together again. You may be seated. And the closing words are adapted from Gaelic runes. Deep peace of the running wave to you. Deep peace of the flowing air to you. Deep peace of the quiet earth to you. Deep peace of the shining stars to you. Deep peace of the infinite peace to you.